Alright, what's going on everyone? It's the time on the very side, Tiger01, and here to give you my thoughts on the first ODI between Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Just let me get into camera frame properly. Right. I think that should do it. Okay. Oh well, close enough. Okay, now, this wasn't covered by One World Sports. Uh, Willow TV is not on my PS4. Well, it's not a channel that I can get through PlayStation View, so uh, I managed to watch it some other way. But yeah, I mean, given the timing that it started like 4:30 a.m. here Eastern time. Um, I could only catch the first 40 overs of it. I had like a quick power nap, and then when I got up, it was like I believe it was 12, almost like 1 a.m. Not 1 p.m. Uh, so oh yeah, coffee by the way. So yeah, it was almost like 1 p.m. and I thought the match was still going on. I'm like, huh? The match is still going on. And when I saw it was like, it was the third power play. It was and Afghanistan needed like some 30 odd runs from like 40 odd runs from like 5 overs or something like that. Okay, I've seen the last Mashrafi Mortada wicket where he went round the wicket and like he bowled the off cutter and got the edge to Mushfiqur Rahim. That big Taskin Ahmed over where he picked up 2 wickets. The Rubul Hussain over where he basically after one of the batsmen tried to hit him for a weird Ashraful shot or the Dill scoop shot. He tried to do that again and got bowled. Like he played onto the stumps. I've seen that. And Shakib Hassan's I believe last over, where he was very meagerly. And yeah, Taskin Ahmed finishing up this thing. Bangladesh winning by 7 runs. Okay, now something that I've noticed here. First of all, I was not happy with this victory. In fact, I was not happy with either sides. Shomo Sarkar once again flopped. Imrul Kais stepped up, but Shomo Sarkar once again flopped. Tamim Iqbal had to carry the load again, and to his criticism, Tamim Iqbal could not get a century. He got 80, but he could not get a century. Should have gotten a century. Mahmudullah did his part. Shakib did his part. It's good to see him he's trying to get back into form, albeit against Afghanistan. But other than that, the lower or the after Shakib like Mushfiq and all that, they didn't do much. Bangladesh 265 or 266 all out. Granted, they did play 50 overs, but given that they're all out, that means the last ball was a wicket. And for me, I have the rule of cricket: like your last ball should, first of all, you should never get all out, even if it is for 9. Like if you're 9 down, unless you're chasing, if you're setting a target, the last ball of your 50 overs should not be a wicket. Otherwise, you wasted that one ball. Okay. Then you had okay. Wait, but yeah, the Afghanistan bowling. Let me just address that real quick. I was not happy with the lack of discipline. There were a lot of bad balls which Bangladesh did not capitalize on. I'll get to Bangladesh later. There were a lot of bad balls. There were there were a lot of wides, like much more than I'd expect. And the fielding was there were a lot of drop catches, and the fielding philosophy of Afghanistan was not there because I guys I like we've seen Afghanistan perform better than this. So I was not happy with with Afghanistan performance, but what I was even not more happy with was Bangladesh's performance. Um, Maybe Bangladesh, I would like to say maybe they're working off the rust. Like this is something Afghanistan can't necessarily say because Afghanistan I know have played ODIs this year, so they're not as rusty as Bangladesh. Coming into the series, Bangladesh I believe have played one in November 2015, the last ODI I believe. Yeah, yeah. Well, it was November 2015. Yeah. So nearly a 10 month, it was actually getting close to being an 11 month hiatus from ODI cricket. So I would like to think if Bangladesh are working off the rust, but we will see in the second ODI. We'll we will see clearly in the second ODI, and I would like to see Shaumin Sharkar dropped. If he's not going to perform, he needs to be dropped because Bangladesh need to get rid of the weak links in their team. Like this is a good team, but it can be better, and Bangladesh need to okay, maybe once the series is won, you with the third ODI, perhaps you can test the bench strength, if you will. But not before the series is won. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, uh, Daulat Sadran, I believe he actually went for a few. So did Taskin Ahmed, which was surprising to see, actually. And Taskin Ahmed, he still has this habit that he will bowl very good deliveries, and almost every over he will bowl that one weird delivery, weird, very bad delivery that is asking to be hit, and a lot of times get miscued into a wicket. Maybe it's by strategy. You can't take that away from the bowler. This is why I don't necessarily always say that all bad balls that lead to wickets are are by luck and all that. You never know. Maybe it is by strategy. Guys, you forget I used to play Yorkshire Blank cricket for 4 years. I used to do this strategy. I used to sometimes give them after giving them a barrage of good balls, I used to sometimes give them a bad ball just to catch the batsman extremely off guard, and then in that surprise they'll make a mistake, and I get a wicket. Okay, so like I said, the batting intensity was not that evident by Bangladesh, which I was a bit disappointed. By. I think maybe Imrul Kais, man, go look at the beginning of this inning, the Bangladesh innings, man. Imrul Kais is looking extremely skeptical and doubtful. So I was even throughout, I was man, why is this guy in the team? Anyway, there was a 10th game. I expected the winning margin to be much bigger. Murtaza said they're going to play all-out aggressive cricket. I did not see that. Where was the aggression? And Afghanistan, where was your team? Where was your you know what, that's what I'm going to title this. Where was the aggression versus where was the performance? Anyways, well, for what it's worth, congrats to Tigers. I believe for the 99th ODI win. Congrats to Shakib Al Hasan for becoming the highest leading wicket taker, the highest wicket taker in ODI history for Bangladesh. For a guy that started in 2006, this is, that is saying something. Alright, I'm looking forward to, for a guy who started in 2006, and for a guy who found his bowling prowess in 2008, I believe Jamie Thirin was against the New Zealand series. Jamie Thirin was the coach then. I remember that. So for a guy, like with that background of beginnings, good for him. Real proud. Alright, I'm looking forward to comments and suggestions. This is MC10 Month and Retired. Brother 10 Tiger signing out.